Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name's Lockie, and we are here for the live watch-along of Iran taking on New Zealand in the group stage of the World Cup. And of course, we've got some Socceroos gear behind us here. It is all about Australia here on this channel. But we are, of course, I think supporting our neighbours, New Zealand, here at this World Cup as well, one of the lowest ranked nations at this tournament, New Zealand. But we want to see them do well. A lot of these guys playing their football in the Australian A-League. Of course, we've got a couple of New Zealand teams in the A-League in Auckland FC, Wellington Phoenix. So, look, I'm excited for this game. I'm excited to see what New Zealand show at this tournament. Iran or Australia are a side that Australia know, obviously being another team from Asia. And Iran, we know they have some quality individual players as well, and I'm sure they're hoping for a successful tournament. So this is a fascinating matchup to start off for New Zealand. We know this is a very tough group as well. Some strong opponents in Egypt and Belgium who did play earlier today as well. A 1-1 draw between those two teams. So whoever wins this game has the opportunity here to take the lead in this group. Kick off about 13, 12 minutes away. And we'll talk about New Zealand's lineup in just a moment. If you're an A-League fan, there's lots of familiar faces in there. Either current A-League players or former A-League players at least. And it is funny when it comes to New Zealand, I think, for at least from an Australian point of view. I mean, when Australia play New Zealand, and of course the Socceroos did play New Zealand last year in a two-match friendly series, it's always a fiercely competitive match, and there is a great rivalry between Australia and New Zealand. But when it comes to New Zealand, especially at a World Cup, man, actually I feel this way about a lot of the teams from Asia. Like even just, earlier today we saw Saudi Arabia, Uruguay, and I was kind of like rooting for Saudi Arabia. I wanted them to do well. Even Japan against Netherlands. Obviously, Australia has so many, rivals across Asia throughout obviously World Cup qualifying. But I sort of want to see the teams from Asia do well. And I feel a similar way towards New Zealand here as just over 11 minutes till kickoff. Really appreciate you guys joining us here, wherever you're tuning in from. It is a very comfortable 10:49 a.m. here on the east coast of Australia, as this one is set to get underway. So, a later kickoff. This game being played over in Los Angeles. Fantastic stadium. I think this is the second game to be played at this stadium. We did see USA's game against Paraguay played at this ground, I do believe, a few days ago. USA picking up an impressive victory on that occasion. And now New Zealand. I mean, what a stadium to have your first group stage game in the World Cup at. This fantastic venue in Los Angeles. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of New Zealand fans in attendance. I mean, the Kiwi supporters. Could they be dreaming for a special tournament here? We did see New Zealand last time at the World Cup, all the way back in 2010, South Africa. 3 draws in the group stage. Undefeated in that World Cup, where New Zealand unfortunately didn't make it out of the group stage. Can they make it out this time around? Obviously, we know this World Cup is a little bit different with the situation where you can now make it out from just finishing third place. A lot of those third placed teams can get through to the knockout phase. So this is a tough group for New Zealand. Iran first up, Belgium, Egypt. We saw Belgium and Egypt, in the end, pretty evenly matched. That was an entertaining game earlier on today. And Egypt getting on the score sheet first. Belgium getting their equaliser late on in the second half. So it's interesting. I think that game will probably be an interesting one for New Zealand, looking at that result and thinking maybe we could snatch something against Egypt and Belgium. We know those two teams have players playing at a really high level. So yeah, if I think you're probably looking at this first game though for New Zealand, and this is the one where maybe you want to try and get maximum points if possible, at least a draw. I think if New Zealand were to lose this game, that would be a worrying start for the Kiwis. So again, we are, despite the Socceroos gear we have up here, we are rooting for New Zealand today, the All Whites. Very excited to see how this team performs at this World Cup. This is our second live watch along of this World Cup. We were live for the Socceroos' first group stage game a couple days ago now. Still recovering, I think, a little bit from that game. Australia's 2-0 win over Turkey a couple days ago now. I've watched the highlights numerous times, been seeing all the reaction online, and obviously Australia have a big game coming up in a few days' time against USA. G'day, Charlie. How you going, man? Callum's jumping in the chat saying, up the Kiwis. That's right, Callum. Despite the Australian gear we've got up behind us, I am rooting for New Zealand today. We want to see our neighbours do well. So this game is going to get underway not too long of a time. Let's talk about those lineups, shall we? Of course, taking the focus on our neighbours there in New Zealand. So, for the Kiwis, Max Crocombe starts in goals. Obviously, a couple of good goalkeepers there in New Zealand. They've got Michael Vowd and Alex Paulson on the bench as well. But Max Crocombe of Millwall gets the start in goals for New Zealand. Tim Payne starts. I haven't even mentioned Tim Payne yet. Of course, we have to acknowledge Tim Payne, the viral sensation that is Tim Payne. What a story it has been in recent weeks. How many followers has he got? Let's check right now. I'm going to check right now and give you guys a live update of how many followers does Tim Payne have? Because a few weeks ago he had 4,000, which is probably the same amount of subscribers that are on this channel, right? That's like the number of followers that Tim Payne has. That Tim Payne had a couple weeks ago. Tim Payne, as of right now, has 5.7 million followers. It's been one of the most remarkable stories of this World Cup, seeing Tim Payne's rise to fame. And there's been some in the media. There's like legitimate transfer links linking Payne to like a move overseas. Man, it's quite remarkable. He had a solid season with Wellington Phoenix in the A-League. We've been watching Tim Payne for a while. For Wellington, he's been there for a number of years now. But he might not be there next season because there seems to be some genuine transfer interest in Tim Payne, according to the media. Great to see Timmy joining us as well. G'day, Timmy. Tarnley, who joined our one of our first members to join the channel. Appreciate that, mate. Says, I hope the Kiwis grab some points. So many draws today. Yeah, right? We'll recap the results as well. We'll jump back to that New Zealand lineup in a moment. But yeah, so today so far, we've had Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. Huge result for Cape Verde. That's a bit of an upset there. Spain held scoreless. Belgium 1, Egypt 1. Those are the two other teams in New Zealand's group. And Saudi Arabia 1, Uruguay 1. So there you go. Will we get another draw today? I mean, has there ever been... Someone let us know. Has there ever been a day in the World Cup where it's just been like all draws? There probably has been. There probably has been. But yeah, man. I mean, considering that draw between Belgium and Egypt, this game is a big one for both New Zealand and Iran because whoever wins this game goes top of the group. Huge boost to kick off the tournament for one of these sides if they do win. G'day, Ravenous, mate. How are you going? Good to see you here. It says World Cup overload at the moment. Loving it. Dude, it's fantastic. And I mean, we're broadcasting live here from the east coast of Australia. Jump in the live chat. Where are you guys tuning in from? Let us know. Very comfortable kickoff times here. I mean, it is almost 11 a.m. on the east coast of Australia here. So, yeah, the kickoff times have been very nice. Have been very favourable for us, at least here in Australia. We're in Australia used to having to get up in the middle of the night to watch World Cup games, but it's much more comfortable for us here, which is nice. So that's why we are here right now, live, coming to you here on YouTube for Iran taking on New Zealand. First group stage match at this tournament for both these two teams. Appreciate you guys joining us. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. You can also consider supporting the channel by sending in a super chat or jump on the memberships. We've just launched memberships on the channel. As you can see, Tan Lee in the live chat has already jumped on the memberships. Shout out to Tilly, to Alec, to Sam. We had a bunch of people as well jump on the memberships during our Socceroos live stream the other day. So we've literally just launched it. So if you want to be part of sort of that early exclusive club, jump on the channel memberships. We're doing extended matchday vlogs. Already got one on the channel from last week, headed to the Matildas game. So extended vlog out for that one. And we're going to have some members only streams and plenty of videos coming out over the coming weeks throughout this World Cup. And into the A-League seasons. And of course, if you're new to the channel here, I mean, the focus is on Australian football and a lot of content surrounding the Socceroos, surrounding the Matildas, and yeah, of course, the A-Leagues. But of course, the World Cup is the focus for everyone. Wherever you are around the world, if you're a football fan, it is World Cup time. Interesting. Callum highlights here in the live chat says 8 of the Iran's starting 11 are over 30. I reckon they're going to struggle to keep up with the Kiwis. Interesting. I didn't know that. There you go. So, I mean, you could view it in two ways. Like, will they struggle to keep up, or like, will that experience help them? Hey. Tarnley mentions as well, it is insane that AFC countries are yet to lose a game. Yeah, you're right, aren't you? You're right. Throughout this tournament, the Asian countries have been doing all right. South Korea with a 2-1 win over Czechia on match day 1. Qatar 1-1 with Switzerland. That was a good result for Qatar, I think. Where else are we looking at? Obviously Australia, who are in the Asian Confederation, 2-0 win over Turkey. Japan 2-2 with Netherlands. Where else? And today, of course, as well, we did see Saudi Arabia 1-1 with Uruguay. So it is quite impressive. And again, I'm sort of barracking for the teams across Asia at this tournament. They're doing all right. They're doing well, and it's good to see. I want to see them do well, man. So, national anthems being sung by the two teams as we speak. I do like. I tell you what, I do like this pre-match ceremony where you get the entire squad standing out on the field. I think that's cool. And the giant flags on the field and everything, that's awesome. So as we speak right now, New Zealand are currently singing their national anthem. Hands across the chest. United as one. This New Zealand team who are heading into this tournament as underdogs. We're about to witness their first group stage game at this World Cup. Some top players in this team, and you can see some real passion on the faces of these New Zealand players as they sing this national anthem. Let's jump back to that starting 11 for New Zealand. Even though we are obviously Australian fans here, we do want to see our neighbours New Zealand do well at this tournament. So Max Crocombe in goals, Tim Payne, Finn Sermon, Michael Boxall and Liberato Kakachi make up that back four. It's a strong defensive line there. You've got both Finn Sermon and Michael Boxall who play their club football in USA. So that might help the New Zealand a bit there. Joe Bell, Marko Stamenic in midfield. Sarpreet Singh expected to play that number 10 role. Callum McCowart and Elijah Just looking to play those wide roles. And the captain of the side, English Premier League striker with Nottingham Forest, Chris Wood, 34 years of age, a lot of experience, fantastic goal scorer. Chris Wood leads the line today for New Zealand. Big injury news revealed today. Matthew Garbett ruled out of this World Cup tournament with injury. That is a big blow for New Zealand. He's one of their exciting attacking players there, Garbett. And it's a late call-up for Auckland FC winger Logan Rogerson, who isn't in the matchday squad today. I mean, he's probably on a flight, getting on a flight right now, maybe from New Zealand, heading over to North America as we speak, perhaps. But that is a big injury blow for New Zealand. But the national anthems have been sung. Kickoff is moments away. Jump in the live chat. What are your predictions for this game? How are we feeling? Great to see everyone joining us in the chat here. Steve, TJ, Penno's here, Callum, Cozy Platypus. Thanks for joining us again today, mate. Ravenous Oceania teams yet to lose. Well, we'll see how we go over the next 90 minutes. Today has been a weird day for results, says Cozy Platypus. Yes, it has, certainly. I mean, 3 draws so far, and you could probably say some upset results, perhaps. Especially that Cape Verde. I mean, Cape Verde, the scoreless draw with Spain is that is like probably the upset of the tournament. Look, Australia probably defeating Turkey is probably the upset of the tournament as well, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think Spain 0, Cape Verde 0 is the upset of the tournament? Let us know. Let us know, because I think it probably is. I mean, not many people tipped Australia to beat Turkey. I didn't tip Australia to beat Turkey. I don't think many Australian fans tipped Australia to beat Turkey. I was hopeful of getting maybe a draw in the Turkey game. But I don't think anyone expected any other the result than Spain defeating Cape Verde, right? Yeah, as Ravenous in the live chat says, Yeah, I suspect everyone was expecting another Germany-style result from Spain. Yep, of course, Rowan is referring to Germany's big 7-1 victory over Curacao yesterday. All right, kickoff is moments away. Team's getting ready to go here. Thanks for joining us here in the live watch along. Tan Lee, member here on the channel, says not a bad New Zealand team. It's got quality. It's going to be all about getting those wingers on the ball, Justin McCowett, two dangerous plays in wide areas, and providing the service for Chris Wood. Can they provide that service for Chris Wood in the centre of the park, in front of the goal? Because if you can give him the service, he's going to finish opportunities. He's a good finisher. Jack Cooks Beats. Welcome, mates. Jack is predicting a 2-1 win for Iran. Steve's predicting a 3-1 win for Iran. Iran, one of the top teams in Asia, obviously. They've had a good qualifying campaign. They're here in the World Cup once again. Some good players in the team. Keep an eye on Mehdi Taremi, the captain of the side as well. I mean, interesting, both strikers, the star strikers for both teams, wearing the captain's armband. So Taremi, who's played at a good level for many years now, leading the line for Iran, and Chris Wood wearing the captain's armband for New Zealand. Starting up front for New Zealand. Tanley, mentions the Germans, do love the 7-1. They do love the 7-1 victory. It was an impressive performance from Germany against Curacao. They sort of stand out, I think. Germany is like the sort of impressive team at the World Cup so far. USA, obviously, were very impressive with their 4-1 victory over Paraguay. So, folks, it is time for this contest to get underway. Obviously, on YouTube, you might notice a slight delay here in the live stream from maybe the broadcast of the game that you're watching. Feel free to hit pause on the stream of your game if you want to sync it up here. We'll have our match clock going in sync with the game that I'm watching here. Really excited for this one. Again, we've got the Socceroos gear up behind us. We're all about Australian football here at Lockie Talks Football, but we want to see our neighbours, New Zealand, do all right at this tournament, mate. Okay, Callum's backing a 1-0 win for New Zealand. I tell you what, I mean, and wouldn't it be huge if New Zealand, if they get the win, they go top of this group? Because Belgium and Egypt drew earlier today. Yeah, man. Interesting question from Steve in the live chat. Is Spain's biggest problem not having a real striker after what happened today? I don't know, man. I mean, perhaps you can put it down to their finishing. I didn't watch the full game because it was like 2 a.m. here on the East Coast of Australia, but I watched the mini match this morning, and they did miss some chances that looked like they should have been buried. So perhaps that's the issue for Spain. All right, folks, we are underway in LA, New Zealand, getting us kicking off here. Iran wearing their all-white kit, and the all-whites, as they're known, New Zealand, wearing the all-black kit. Hope that's not too confusing for you. New Zealand's affectionately known as the all-whites, but they are wearing their black kit today. So, who will take the lead? Who will... There's an early chance for Iran. A cross sent in. Tim Payne with his first touch of the ball in this World Cup, heading it away. And a very strong turnout at this lovely stadium in Los Angeles. This is the second game to be played in this stadium at this tournament. We did see, I believe, didn't the USA played here the other day against Paraguay. So, New Zealand. I'm cheering for New Zealand today, man. We want to see our neighbours do well as Iran get forward. Little challenge there by Bell, and Iran are still on the front foot here. Good early opening moments as a cross comes in, away by Sermon. And New Zealand with a chance to get themselves on the ball here. Thanks for joining us, everyone, for this live watch-along. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with us here, wherever you're tuning in from across the globe. Tan Lee says, my friend who wasn't a football fan became a Socceroos fan after Patrick Beach's incredible performance. Tan Lee, I love that. That is awesome, mate. And it was great to see, like seeing all the videos across social media of live sites of, pubs filled with people watching the Socceroos game. And look, I mean, it's not just a thing for Australia, it's all across the world. Nations unite around this tournament. And that's, it's a beautiful thing. And so that's great, and that's what we want. We would love for this tournament to be sort of the what's the word I'm looking for? I guess the catalyst for some folks to really sort of develop a love for football, especially in this country of Australia, where football isn't the biggest sport. But we see from the Socceroos game the other day, like, it's the reason why I get so excited about football in Australia is it has the potential to become a real heavyweight. And you look at the fact that millions of Australians tuned in to watch the Socceroos, and millions of Australians tune in to watch the Matildas. The national teams are so popular in Australia. There is a passionate, millions of passionate football fans in Australia. And yeah, man, that's great to hear. That's great to hear. It was obviously a huge achievement for the Socceroos winning the other day. So, 3 minutes in, New Zealand just coughing up the ball in midfield, and Iran haven't been afraid to commit numbers forward here. Stamenic does well in defence. Chance to break here. Here's some space. Sarpreet Singh is bringing it forward down the right, and he's won a throw. So 3 minutes in, a chance for New Zealand to build something here, folks. Dude, how good is orange juice? How good is orange juice? Okay. So after a bright little start there from Iran, New Zealand with a chance to knock it around at the back. Michael Boxall, one of those defenders who plays his club football in North America, in the MLS with Minnesota. And Iran get forward. That's good defending, though, by Sermon. Dude, I don't have the audio of the game on right now, obviously, but like I'm sure there's like huge cheers going on in the stadium every time Tim Payne touches the ball. He's only had a few touches, but 5.7 million Instagram followers, Tim Payne. He is the viral sensation of this World Cup. Followed by Primes. Welcome, mate. Says, hello, chat from near Chicago. Love it. Thanks for joining us. Hope all is well in the beautiful city of Chicago, or near Chicago at least, should acknowledge. I know how you feel, mate. I know how you feel, because sometimes I have to tell people I'm from Sydney, but I'm not actually from Sydney. I'm from near Sydney. Okay, here comes Iran. They've got good numbers forward. That's a crucial interception by Boxall. We're less than 5 minutes into this game, and Iran have looked really dangerous going forward on a number of occasions. But credit to Sermon and Boxall at the back, who have been defending quite well up to this point. They've both had to make some crucial interceptions already. Cozy Platypus says, I would love to see New Zealand win, but I think it will be hard. Yeah, look, Iran's a good side, man. Iran's a good side. They're one of the top teams in Asia and regularly qualify for World Cups now. And New Zealand are going to need to put in a top performance to get a good result here. Look, they have the quality. Ooh, long ball. Tim Payne is just caught out. And Iran have it in the box. And it's a shot. First shot on target. It is straight at Crocombe. Good power on it. Off that left wing for Iran. The switch of play was nice. And Tim Payne maybe just misjudging the flight of that long ball. Trying to do the defending. But Max Crocombe. Strong hands to control the ball. But Iran, certainly the better of the two sides to kick off this game. This is our second live watch along for this tournament. We were live a couple of days ago for Australia versus Turkey. Australia winning 2-0, of course. A very exciting day for Socceroos fans. We are still recovering. I can tell you we will certainly be doing a live watch along as well for USA Australia. Friday evening, or Friday day, I should say. Friday over in USA, but on the east coast of Australia, it'll be an early Saturday morning kickoff. So join us for that live watch along. USA Australia. As New Zealand trying to bring it forward. Here's a chance. Here's Wood. It's a goal! It's a stunning goal. New Zealand lead. Oh, what a moment for the Kiwis. An early goal. And Elijah just buries it. Well, against the run of play, Iran with a bright start. New Zealand's first attack, and it ends up with a goal. Goal, New Zealand. Bravo, says Fooled by Primes. Cozy Platypus. Goal, New Zealand. Long ball from Crocombe. Chris Wood. Well, Chris Wood just was allowed way too much space and time. Feeding it to Just. And it was sort of worked, just the determination from New Zealand. Sarpreet Singh involved, but Chris Wood heavily involved as well in the creation of that goal, providing the assist. And Elijah Just, with the right foot, volleyed it home. What a start for the All Whites. New Zealand lead in this World Cup game. Brilliant goal. And look at the celebrations. We thought Chris Wood was going to be a key player in this game, and he was brilliant in the setup. Just the control. But again, I'm just surprised by the way Iran just backed off. Like, Chris Wood had way too much time just to control it on his chest, bring it down, tee up Elijah Just, New Zealand lead. As Tan Lee says, the Kiwis have arrived. And Tan Lee also highlighting, he's saying Wood's hold-up play is so good. It's one of his strengths, isn't it? He's a tall, strong player, and he controlled the ball so well. Max Crocombe looking to go long. And I'll tell you what, that is surely not the first time we will see that today. Crocombe going long to Wood, because he's so good with that hold-up play. As you mentioned there, Tanley, is certainly one of his best attributes. And it worked out there for New Zealand. If you're just joining us, New Zealand lead 1-0. Elijah Just, who plays his club football in Scotland with Motherwell, scoring. Brilliant. TJ Penno says, set up nicely by Chris Wood. Crazy Platypus says, this would be the biggest upset of the World Cup so far. You reckon? You reckon, mate? That's probably, yeah, it would be up there for sure. I feel like, if New Zealand win, it would be an upset. I think Iran are probably certainly favoured to win this game. I feel like I know it's just a draw, but I still almost feel like Cape Verde drawing with Spain feels like a bigger result. Like, not only did Cape Verde draw, but they held Spain scoreless. Like, that's the crazy part, you know? It's like, what? Anyway, regardless, yes, this result would be a big surprise. And again, this World Cup has already served us up a number of surprises. So, what a start. What a start here for New Zealand. And they're coming again down the right here, New Zealand. Callum McCowart looking to bring in some teammates. Tim Payne, some patient build-up play from New Zealand. Tim Payne's going to send in a cross here. Cleared. There you go. What a boost it is as well in a World Cup game where, obviously, most of these guys for New Zealand are playing in their first ever World Cup. The nerves would be high. You've got to make sure you perform. And you got to make sure you stay composed, especially in those early moments. What a relief it must be for a team to get an early goal. Ooh, it's a late challenge on Michael Boxall there. What a relief it must be just to get that early goal for New Zealand especially, who are, heading into this tournament as underdogs. Great to see so many people joining us here for this live watch along. Jump in the live chat. Where are you tuning in from? What do you make of this start here for New Zealand? Hit the like button, support the channel. You can also consider sending in a super chat, or you can join our newly launched memberships here on the channel. You can get access to extended matchday vlogs, members-only live streams and videos. Shout out to Tan Lee, who's joining us in the live chat today, one of our members. Chance here for New Zealand once more. They're in the box. Singh. Oh, what a chance. Sarpreet Singh. What a chance. It just suddenly opened up. And New Zealand had it in the box, and Sarpreet Singh just poked it wide. But that was a great opportunity. Sarpreet Singh did well to beat the defenders. Oh my goodness, it's a very poor effort in the end from Singh. He's a good player, a very technical player, Sarpreet Singh. But as you can see, that shot, not what Sarpreet Singh was intending. But again, Iran's backline there, just a little bit too much space, a little bit concerning. Sarpreet Singh with the cross. Oh, good opportunity. Great delivery, but it's headed away. Well, it's interesting. You'd think maybe after New Zealand scored early here that they would have dropped back a little bit and Iran would have taken control. It's been the complete opposite, folks. New Zealand have scored, and that goal, like I was saying a moment ago, has sort of relieved that pressure perhaps on them. Tim Payne's down the right. New Zealand on the front foot once more. Payne delivers. Headed away by Iran, who are on full-on defense mode right now. And it's cleared away for a throw. New Zealand are in total control of this contest right now, folks. They lead on the scoreboard and they're looking for number 2. G'day, Evan. Evan says the biggest underdog by far. Throwing sent in. Here's a chance once more. Stamenic. It's a corner. Corner on the way for New Zealand. A moment ago, Raven Asadvark, in regards to those upsets, says, in terms of a win, I think it will be a bigger upset than Australia's win. But Cape Verde is a bigger unlikely result. Yeah, I think I'd agree with you there, mate. I think, yeah, like Australia's win over Turkey is definitely an upset result. People didn't expect that. But, yeah, New Zealand to win here probably would be a bigger upset. Not by much, but I think it would be, considering how low New Zealand are ranked. So, building from this corner, Kakachi's deflected cross, still in for New Zealand. McCoward, great chance, Wood! Oh, what a chance! Well, Chris Wood just couldn't get the shot away. And Iran scramble it clear, and Iran are away on the counter-attack. What an opening. New Zealand, again, just like suddenly with space in the box. Incredible. This has been an entertaining start to this game. I mean, Iran were on top in the first few minutes. Had a good shot on target. New Zealand score with their first attack, and then they've been in total control ever since. Again, the focus is on Australian football here on this channel, the Mighty Socceroos. But we are supporting our neighbours, New Zealand, today. We want to see them do well. So, 15 minutes in. 1-0 to New Zealand over Iran. Iran are in the box. Great chance for Iran here. Can they get the shot away? New Zealand getting numbers back. Good defense by the Kiwis. Almost a second goal. That's right, Tan Lee. I mean, Chris Wood, very close there to number 2. Tan Lee as well, mentioning in the live chat a moment ago, says, Lockie, your live watch-along reaction to Australia vs Turkey match was featured on the Fan Reactions TV channel. I did see this, yeah. Yeah, it was on a couple channels, actually. I did see this, the way I found out, the video popped up on my YouTube as like a recommended video, and I like saw my face in the thumbnail, and I was like, that's me. I was like, that's me. So, yeah, appreciative for them choosing to include my reactions in their video. Yeah, we were obviously very excited. We did the live watch along for Australia, Turkey the other day, and obviously very excited to see Socceroos grab those 2 goals in that game and get the win in the end. And yeah, many of you guys in the live chat here were joining us for that one, and good to see some new faces here as well today. Will's joining us here. Leroy. G'day, Leroy. He says, hi all, what's the time for the Aussies? Well, on the east coast of Australia, it is 11:20 a.m. on, today is, what's today? Tuesday. So it's a very comfortable kickoff. Ooh, tangle in the box. Penalty appeals for Iran. Referee not interested. Yes, very comfortable kickoff time here on the east coast of Australia, and comfortable kickoff time it would be for New Zealand. And g'day to any of our New Zealand viewers joining us. Followed by Prime saying New Zealand looks comfortable. We got some comments from Will on Tim Payne. Tim Payne, Will, my Spanish isn't the best, but it's great to have you join us from Guadalajara. Thanks for joining us, Will. Dude, man, they're showing those replays of that Chris Wood chance. What an opportunity. Great defending from Iran. McCowett with a spectacular effort. And Chris Wood, that is unbelievable defending from Iran. I actually didn't spot that at the time. But the tackle there to deny Chris Wood, it was a certain goal if it wasn't for that tackle. Chris Wood, New Zealand's leading appearance maker. Captaining the side at this World Cup, of course. Vamos, Tim Payne! Vamos, Tim Payne, says Will. Very good tackle indeed. Cozy Platypus. So 18 minutes into this World Cup match, it is Iran 0, New Zealand 1. What a start for the Kiwis. Elijah Just scoring. Great start for New Zealand, man. This is something for them to build a foundation on. Can they... Dude, I've been really impressed with New Zealand, the way that they've controlled this game. Iran have certainly had opportunities getting forward, but New Zealand have defended well. And there's space for Singh. Singh is shooting, and it's a good save. It was on target. Singh did better with this second effort. Missed one earlier on, but from range, Sarpreet Singh. Good save from Iran's goalkeeper. Sarpreet Singh. Again, dude, that's like the third time maybe that there's just been way too much space on the edge of the box. Sarpreet Singh finding a great pocket of space, and he was able to get the shot off. Singh has it again here as he just can't control it, and that's a free kick. Few minutes away from the first hydration break in this game, which is going to be, I imagine, a big turning point perhaps in this contest. Iran just need to find a little bit more control in this game. Try and push New Zealand back, because New Zealand, as you can see, like, they're not dropping back all that much. New Zealand defending in sort of like a 4-4-2 setup. Sarpreet Singh and Chris Wood, those two most advanced players, the wingers, Just and McCowett, dropping into that midfield four. It's a nice balanced lineup that New Zealand play. Stamanic and Bell working hard in midfield. 20 minutes played in Los Angeles. It's New Zealand 1, Iran 0. Tim Payne's the brick wall, isn't he? Isn't he, Will? Tard Lee mentions in the live chat, imagine Tim Payne scores today. Dude, the scenes, the views, right? The views on social media if Tim Payne scores. That video would go viral. No worries, Will. Muchas gracias. Appreciate you joining us here for this live watch along, all the way from Mexico. We had Primes, Full by Primes in the live chat joining us from just outside Chicago as well. It's always cool to see folks joining us from all across the planet to watch the beautiful game. The World Game, the World Cup. And New Zealand lead at this World Cup in this first group stage game for them. And for Iran, expected by many people to win this game, Iran, heading in as favourites to in this matchup. But they trail. Ooh, that's a heavy challenge. It's advantage played as Iran come forward. I wonder if the referee might come back for a yellow, because that was a very heavy challenge there. But Chris Wood has a chance to break forward for New Zealand. Looking for support. Again, a lot of space opening up across the pitch for New Zealand. Tim Payne has it on the right wing now, getting forward from his right back position. Stamanic, McCowett. New Zealand knocking the ball around really well here, looking for that opening. Joe Bell. Again, it's like the pass is just almost on, but they're choosing the patient approach here, New Zealand. McCowett, again, with a lot of space here. just comes unstuck for New Zealand. But that was a good little moment for the Kiwis. And all of a sudden, Iran are away. The fullbacks are out of position. This is a great chance, and it's off the post. What an opportunity for Iran. Great chance. Great chance. Taremi. His strike hits the post. But I just wonder if Taremi maybe should have passed the ball there. He had players to the left, players to the right. He went himself and he hit the post. Not a bad effort. Like, you don't blame him, I think, from shooting from there. He's a good striker, Taremi, Mehdi Taremi. So, yeah, I mean, he saw the opening and he wasn't too far away. So close for Iran. Saved by the post, says Tarnley. Cozy Platypus also says Iran are letting New Zealand have a lot of space. Leroy, interesting question a moment ago, says, do you think the jet lag could be a factor if they lose today? I mean, like, I wouldn't think so, because, like, both these teams have been in the country for, it's not like they've flown in just recently, right? Like, they've been there for some time now. So I don't know if jet lag would be a factor. Perhaps, I don't know. What do you guys think? Ravenous Aardvark a moment ago as well said Sarpreet Singh is New Zealand's equivalent of Arzani or Garang Kowal. Left foot with all the promise in the world, but didn't quite kick on as you'd hope. That's a good take, mate. That's a good take. Cozy Platypus says no, because most teams would have been there for at least 3 weeks. Yeah, well, we know, like, for Australia, for example, I mean, they some of their players have been in North America since, like, early May. They've been in the country for, like, over a month. Here's a chance for New Zealand. Just swinging it in. Chris Wood looking to hold it up. Cleared away by Iran, but again, another promising... Dude, I think a lot of people favouring Iran in this game as we enter the first hydration break of this match. A lot of people favouring Iran here in this game to get the win. They're probably favourites to win, right? I think we'd all agree with that. But I've been overall, it's felt like a really even contest. Let's check out some match stats, shall we? Let's take a look at the match stats and see how it's shaping up as New Zealand lead 1-0 during the first hydration break, halfway through the first half. Wow. Looking at the stats from FOTMob, New Zealand 52% possession, Iran 48%. New Zealand have had 6 shots already, 2 of those on target, one of those being a goal. New Zealand, 2 shots, just 1 on target. They had a good shot on target, cutting in from that left side. And then that great shot from Taremi that spectacularly hit the post. But New Zealand, 6 shots already, and just ahead on the possession. As Tarnley in the live chat says, New Zealand, the better team. I got to agree with you there. Iran have looked good at moments, but New Zealand have been on top, and they've got the goal. They've got the goal. New Zealand's pass accuracy sitting up at 90%. So it's a great start for New Zealand. This is a dream start for New Zealand. It really is. It really, really is. Iran ranked 20th in the FIFA rankings. New Zealand, 85. 85. 65 spots behind them on the FIFA rankings. I mean, make what do you guys make of that? It's always an interesting discussion talking about the FIFA rankings and, like, whether they actually are a true reflection of the difference between certain teams. 65 spots between the two in the FIFA rankings, but it's been very, very even overall, and New Zealand have been the better team so far. Not by a long way, but just enough. They lead the most important stats right now. They lead on the score sheet. What a start for New Zealand. They've relieved that pressure. This is a big tournament for New Zealand, their first World Cup in 16 years. And we would love to see them have a good run, man. 85th in the rankings. The top team in Oceania. They had a good qualifying campaign. And Iran. I mean, I think all eyes are on Iran now heading into this the remainder of this first half at least, just to see how they respond. You know, especially with New Zealand having a lot of space, as you guys have like noticed as well in the live chat here. New Zealand finding a lot of space in forward positions. Iran are getting exposed defensively a little bit too easily. So from an Iran point of view, you probably want to sort that out. And New Zealand, I mean, if you're New Zealand, you want to keep doing what you've been doing. They're creating. They've already had 6 shots in the opening 20 minutes. And they've got the goal. It's working so far for New Zealand, man. But there has been that shot from Taremi off the post. The counter-attack was like way too easy for Iran there. So on that counter-attack, both of New Zealand's fullbacks, Payne and Kikache, were just completely out of position. And all of a sudden, Iran are away again through Taremi. Taremi sending a long ball into the box. That's... I'm not sure why Iran's player's gone to the floor there. Oh, what's going on here? Crocom's been tackled. Well, this is just mayhem. And the shot's on goal. Oh, it's wide. Well, that was a crazy 10-second passage of play. Very bizarre. Very bizarre what we just witnessed. Well, brilliant work by Iran's player to close down Crocom. Maybe a little bit painful there with a collision, with the 2 feet colliding. And all of a sudden, the goal was wide open. I mean, Max Crocom, what is he doing? Just get rid of the ball. Anyway, New Zealand survive. That was a crazy moment. Almost a golden opportunity there for Iran. Tanley says Iran looks slow and New Zealand look fitter. So far, yeah, you have to agree. It's Kakachi. Oh, Kakachi! Shot on target. In the box. And New Zealand, once again. Great opportunity. Steve says Cabo Verde made FIFA rankings look like a joke, as it should be, says Steve in the live chat. Great results for Cape Verde today. That scoreless draw with Spain. Clean sheet against one of the favourites for this tournament here in Spain. Cross comes in for Iran. Great opportunity. The shot is wide though. Great chance. Great chance. So, this has been an entertaining game from a neutral point of view, as you can tell from the Australian gear in the background. This has been an enjoyable game to watch. Where's the foul on Crocom, says Tarnley. Probably a fair point, actually. There was a bit of contact on Crocom when he went to clear the ball there a moment ago. So, but yeah, referee was let it all play. It's opened up again here. Iran's in behind. There is so much space on the attack for both teams. Iran are in the box. Can't find a teammate with a pass, and New Zealand will try and bring it clear now. Oh, that's a poor pass. Sarpreet Singh just way too much on that ball going forward. Oh, New Zealand had a 3-on-2 there, but the pass was the wrong option. Great opportunity there for New Zealand. Really entertaining game so far. It's been end to end. Tarnley says Iran looking better after the drinks break. I agree, yes. They've clearly used that drinks break to just to regroup, it seems, and try and get themselves back into this game for the remainder of this first half at least. Iran have it down the right wing in a good position. Kakache doing the defending. Iran committing a lot of numbers forward here as they work it around the box. And you can see for New Zealand, well, almost everyone behind the ball. Looks like Chris Wood has stayed forward. But they've got 9 outfield players behind the ball right now, New Zealand, as they look to maintain their 1-goal advantage. Chris Wood is staying in a more advanced position for the time being, providing that attacking outlet if New Zealand can get on the counter. Oh, here's a chance for Iran. Great chance. Oh, surely that's a goal. It's a goal. Iran have scored. Equaliser for Iran. Huge moment Great finish. Great determination. And New Zealand, who have been pushed back since the drinks break, concede. Are we in for a high-scoring match? Big moment for Iran. They score. Cozy Platypus says, I think that might be offside. We'll have a look at the replay. The goal's been given for now. Great determination. Finn Sermon trying to do the defending. Great turn there by the forward. And the follow-up. I mean, just too quick. The reactions there. Too quick and poked past the glove of Max Crocombe. And New Zealand have been exposed here at the back. And Iran equalise. Goal for Iran. What a moment. Wow. Well, I was just saying not too long ago that this is like, it's feeling like a very open game. There's been a lot of chances for both sides already in this contest, and it's 1-1, and it feels like there could be a lot more goals in this game. It really could. It really could be. Elijah Just picks it up in a good position. Just for New Zealand. McCoward on the right. Here come the Kiwis looking to regain their lead. A bit of a scuffed shot there from McCoward, but he's back in possession. Tim Payne. 5.7 million followers for Tim Payne. On the ball. Singh sends it in. Good defending by Iran. This game is like so open right now, man. This is just, from a neutral point of view, you just can't look away for a second because the chances are coming thick and fast. Quick check of the stats. We've still got 10 minutes before half time, at least. Iran, 6 shots, 2 on target. New Zealand, 7 shots, 3 on target. Possession, 50-50. Those stats coming from FOTMob. What a game. Even stuff so far, folks. Thanks for joining us for the live watch-along here. If this is your first time joining us on the channel, my name's Lockie. We talk about football in Australia here on the channel. All the focus is on the Socceroos. That's the tournament for us. But, of course, we are focusing on the World Cup overall and very excited to see New Zealand at this tournament. Neighbours of Australia. New Zealand, of course. We want to see the Kiwis do well. They are underdogs at this tournament. And they did so well to get the lead here in New Zealand. They'll be disappointed that they did concede that equaliser because they were sort of beaten a little bit too easily in their defence. But again, my overall takeaway of this game so far is just like, it's quite incredible how open it has been. There's been some pretty great chances for both teams. Both teams already scoring. Now, we've already had 3 draws today alone in the World Cup. Will we get another draw today? I'll tell you what, I'd be very surprised if this scoreline stays the same. With the way this game is going, who knows? 2-2, 3-3? Who knows? We're about to find out over the next hour or so. Thanks for joining us here for the live watch-along. Thanks for choosing Lockie Talks Football. Lockie does also watch football from time to time, as he does right now. And Lockie sometimes talks football. And Lockie sometimes talks about himself in the third person, but not always. Hit the like button, support the channel. You can also consider setting it a super chat or jump on the channel memberships. We just launched channel memberships like the other day. So if you want to be part of the exclusive sort of early club of members here on the channel, you get access to members-only live streams, extended matchday vlogs, a whole bunch of good stuff. And you can support us here on the channel. And your support goes a long way. Like it's going to help. It's going to help fund more matchday vlogs. You know, me getting to more games. Who knows? Maybe it'll help me fund me getting to another World Cup down the line. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what the future holds. Viable Solutions, great name. Morning Viable Solutions says this is the most exciting game of the World Cup so far, dude. It's up there, yeah. It's been great. It's been great, dude. There's been some good games so far, but like in terms of like an even contest where it's just been really open and chances free flowing from games I've watched, this has probably been the most entertaining so far. Yeah. Come on, New Zealand. Come on, boys. Alrighty. I wonder, I just wonder, man, if New Zealand can get a win here in this game, what it would do for their hopes in this group stage. Like, it was already shaping up as a tough group stage for New Zealand. You look at the teams in this group, they've got Belgium, obviously Iran, and Egypt as well. Like, it really feels like if New Zealand have hopes of getting through to the knockout stage, that they might have to win today. Having said that, like, oh, let's come back to that because Singh, that's just overhit. Unfortunately, Sarpreet Singh, his cross has sailed well out of play. I mean, Belgium, Egypt today, 1-1 draw. I don't know. I don't know what you guys made of that result. Belgium maybe slightly underwhelming in that game, from what I saw at least. Egypt getting on the score sheet first, and Belgium managing to grab the equaliser in the second half. Playing for Iran has gone down here, and whistle's been blown. It's been a very entertaining World Cup overall, hasn't it? Alrighty, Viable Solutions. I am from Australia. Certainly. If I was from New Zealand, I'd be talking like this. But I'm not talking like this. We do love our New Zealand neighbours, but yeah, I'm from Australia. We've got the green and gold up and behind us today. Cozy Platypus says this is the first game today where I haven't wanted to fall asleep. Tan Lee in the live chat. Tan Lee, one of the members here on the channel. Thanks for joining us as always, mate. Says according to the FIFA Training Centre, the fastest player at the World Cup so far is Jordan Boss. He hit 36.7 kilometers per hour against Turkey, which is the fastest, which is faster than any speed recorded at the 2022 World Cup. Wow, I didn't know that. That's wild. 36.7 k's. That's fast too. So, bit of concern here they've got a player for Iran currently down, receiving some treatment. Hopefully he's all right. But there you go, John Boss, fastest player this World Cup so far. He is rapid. I thought it might have been Nestor Irinkunda for his goal. He was sprinting away for that goal, Nestor Irinkunda, but Jordan Boss, no surprise. Boston, good to see you here, mate. I'm doing very well, Boston. Thank you very much. In good spirits here, enjoying the World Cup. Viable Solutions says it's 2:45 a.m. Here, and I'm glued to the screen for this. Love it, Viable Solutions. Oh man, I feel for you. Well, for the contrast, it is 11:45 a.m. here on the east coast of Australia. So thanks for joining us wherever you're tuning in from for this World Cup watch-along. New Zealand, Iran. It's 1-1. And play is back underway. It's good to see that the player for Iran there's back on his feet and just still receiving some treatment on the sidelines, but good to see that he is all right and on his feet. So, is there another goal remaining in this first half? Can one of these teams get on the score sheet before the halftime whistle? Both teams have had some great opportunities. Both teams have had a taste of scoring. They know what it feels like to celebrate a goal of this World Cup now. They'll both be hungry for more. So we are set. I always love, especially when I'm watching a game as a neutral, I always love when both teams get on the score sheet in the first half. It just makes for a really interesting game when both teams have been able to get the ball in the back of the net. Anything can happen from here. Anything can happen. I've been very impressed with New Zealand today. They haven't been perfect, but they've had some great opportunities. And I think they'll be pretty happy with how this game is going so far and optimistic that they can get another goal. They're knocking it around as we speak on the right-hand side through Tim Payne, Joe Bell, Callum McCowart. Some good football from New Zealand. Space for McCowart. Elijah Just in a central position. Kakache, who plays his club football with Wrexham in the English Championship. Iran. In the last, I'll tell you what, since Iran scored their goal, or since the hydration break, Iran have looked a lot more defensively solid. For the first 20 minutes, New Zealand were getting into the box a little bit too easily. And New Zealand, well, they've won a free kick in a very, very good position. Great position here. So, it's on the edge of the box. It's sort of like near the corner of the box, if you like. Collision there, and so it did look like a free kick. There was certainly contact, but New Zealand are shaping up with a great set-piece opportunity here. And I just wonder here if Chris Wood, Nottingham Forest striker Chris Wood, whether he's considering going for goal from here. Tarnley says an even match so far. First Tutopia in the live chat says, watching you from Toronto, Canada, on a tree limb overlooking the Toronto Harbour. Thanks for the watch party. Dude, that is awesome. I love that. Hope you're enjoying some good weather over there in Toronto. Hope all is well. And thanks for joining us here in the live watch along as Chris Wood. He is going for goal, but he's going to need to do a lot better to beat the goalkeeper from there. That was a comfortable save. Chris Wood going direct for goal from that free kick. Well saved in the end. Comfortable save. Boston says, I'm quarter Irish. It's a shame they missed out. They were in their playoffs, weren't they? In European qualifying. Republic of Ireland. So not too long to go in this first half. Iran moving the ball around well. It's flicked on with the header into the box. New Zealand get it away. Not quite, though. It's still coming forward for Iran. Finally, it breaks away for a goal kick. But it's been, again, a very enjoyable first half so far. I've got 6 minutes added on here. 6 minutes remain in the first half. Frank, I appreciate the compliment, mate. I like your eyeglasses. You look great. Appreciate that, man. We've been doing live streams on this channel for about 5 or so years now. I think you're Frank, you're probably the first person to compliment my glasses. So I'll take it. Appreciate that. Anyway, football. Long-range shots. New Zealand, it's on target. It's on target, but again, another comfortable save for Iran's goalkeeper there. McCowart, left-footed shot from range. Not a bad effort. But again, New Zealand gonna need to be a little bit better with those efforts on goal if they are going to find the back of the net. But man, Darren Baisley, New Zealand head coach, is probably pretty happy with this first half. So New Zealand have shown really good signs in this first half. They've played some good football. They really have. Elijah Just hooking it forward for Wood, who just can't control it. 6 minutes added on to this first half. 6 minutes added on, so we'll be going to at least 51 minutes here. Stick around at half time. Jump in the live chat if you guys have any questions or any comments on this game so far. How do you feel like this game is panning out? What are your score predictions from here? Big question for you right now. What are your score predictions from here? It is currently 1-1 as we are moments away from halftime. Both teams looking pretty good. Both teams at times looking shaky defensively. But great chances in attack for both. It feels like there will probably be more goals in this game. But who's going to score next? It's momentum has been swinging both ways. Well, it'll be very interesting to look at the stats actually at halftime. We'll check out some of the match stats as this has been a very competitive game so far. Great competitive spirit to it as Iran go for a quick long throw. And Michael Boxall. Tell you what, New Zealand's centre-backs have been pretty good today so far. Boxall and Sermon. Both, maybe a little advantage here for New Zealand. Both Boxall and Sermon, New Zealand centre-backs, both of them play in the MLS, in USA, where this game is taking place. Finn Sermon with Portland Timbers. Michael Boxall with Minnesota United. Thanks for tuning in, Boston. Enjoy the rest of your day, mate. And MP Reaper says, was looking for a watch-along stream. I now found an Aussie. Let's have a good match on Friday. Indeed, mate. Very much looking forward to Australia's second group stage game. We will be live for that one as well if you want to join us. Later on in the week, we will be doing a live watch-along right here for Australia, USA. So if you don't want to miss it, you can subscribe. Very much looking forward to that one. Australia coming off that 2-0 victory over Turkey. And USA, well, they picked up an impressive 4-1 win over Paraguay in their first group stage game. So a lot of excitement and anticipation building around that second group stage game for USA and Australia. So if you want to see me scream at my TV, at 5 o'clock in the morning on the east coast of Australia, you can subscribe to the channel and join us for that live watch along. Okie dokie. Iran are looking to get forward on the attack late on in this first half, and they've won a free kick in a good position. It's 1-1. Only a couple minutes remain. Subbed. Appreciate that, Reaper. Appreciate that, man. Good question. Who is the best player for New Zealand? Well, just like today, from this game so far. I mean, you're probably going to look at Chris Wood. I love the way that he set up that goal. I think Elijah Just has looked pretty lively. But defensively, I think Boxall's been very good. I think Michael Boxall's probably been one of their top players as well. So those are the three that have stood out at least today. Tan Lee, member here on the channel, says New Zealand would have been up 3 goals if they were more clinical. Free kick comes in. Oh, Iran score! Iran have scored. It's 2-1. No, the flag is up. The flag is up. Cancel the celebrations because the offside flag has been raised. Oh boy. Replays. Ooh. There was, very clearly offside, unfortunately, there for Iran. Just the run was made too early, so celebrations cut short. It was a good delivery and a good header, but quite offside by a fair margin. Far offside, says Tarnley. B Gizzle, great name. B Gizzle asks, how do you feel about the Australia versus US game after the game USA had? After the game USA had, I'll tell you what, I'll answer that question in 30 seconds, mate, because we're 30 seconds away from halftime. Because there's a lot to talk about there. I do want to dive into that USA-Australia game because there's a lot of excitement building for it. I think even from neutrals, with both teams winning in match day 1. So Iran, they've been strong for the last 20 minutes for the second half, especially. They've looked good, and New Zealand, they had some great chances early on in this game, but the chances have started to dry up. They've had some shots from long range in the last 10 minutes, but nothing really troubling Iran's goalkeeper. So that is halftime, folks. It is Iran 1, New Zealand 1. A very entertaining game. That was fun. And the good news is we've got another 45 minutes plus of football to come. So make sure you don't go anyway. Stick around. But let's jump in the live chat. We're talking about this Australian-New Zealand game. As you can tell, I've got the green and gold behind me. Socceroos fan here for any new viewers joining us. Huge game coming up later this week in Group D in the World Cup. USA, one of the hosts of this tournament, taking on Australia. I was very impressed with USA, especially in attack in their game against Paraguay. Top players, man. Balogun, fantastic. McKennie, I think, is a top player. Pulisic. Dude, that reminds me. Can someone answer me? What's the injury situation with Christian Pulisic? Because he came off at half time in USA's group stage game. Can someone let me know what the injury situation? I haven't looked into this. What's the injury situation surrounding Christian Pulisic? Because he came off at half time, and I don't know if there was any injury concern there. Someone let us know in the live chat what the situation is with Pulisic. But they've got great players all across the park, USA. I do rate their team. And a lot of people were there was a lot of people expecting them maybe to struggle with the pressure at this tournament. But what a great start for USA with the big victory against Paraguay. It was an impressive attacking performance. And if Australia are going to get a good result out of the game against USA, they're going to need to be perfect at the back, Australia. The good news from an Australian point of view is that Australia are just coming off keeping a clean sheet against Turkey, which is a great achievement. Patrick Beach, fantastic game in goals. Harry Sutar, a rock at the back. Chikati, Burgess, Boss, Italiano. Got two really good, hard-working defensive midfielders there in Australia in Ocon Engsler and O'Neill. And I don't know about you guys. We'll do like a dedicated preview video here on the channel for the USA-Australia game. But I'm probably expecting the same starting 11 for Australia, honestly. I don't think you would change it, especially after winning against Turkey. So it'll probably be the same starting 11. And Australia was so defensively solid and resolute. Can we hold out USA for a full 90 minutes? I'm not sure. USA scoring 4 goals against Paraguay does make me nervous as a Socceroos fan. But I think there is a hope that the Socceroos could get a draw against USA. I think a draw wouldn't be a bad result. I think if we can get against USA, the game's being played in Seattle in front of us, thousands of USA fans, obviously. If Australia can get a draw in that game, that would be a good result for Australia. Yeah. Are you from New Zealand? No, certainly not. I am from Australia. Not too far from New Zealand, though. Great to see so many people joining us here in the live chat. Sandman68 says, one of the most entertaining games so far. Agreed. G'day, Douglas, dropping some those Uruguay flags in the live chat. G'day. Great to see so many people joining us here. Says Douglas also says, Vamos, Australia! Tan Lee, thanks for that. I was wondering about the situation with Christian Pulisic. Yeah, I was concerned because he came off injured at half time. Tan Lee says Christian Pulisic is training solo after a calf knock against Paraguay. Tyler Adams says he expects him to be fit for Australia. Tan Lee, thanks for that, mate. Legend. Newy Jets, welcome, mate. Says, hey, man, good first half. I'm hoping to see Lockie Bayliss in the second half. Yes, Lockie Bayliss. Exciting for Newcastle Jets fans. Bayliss coming off a good season in the A-League with the Jets. Lockie Bayliss, will he make an impact in the second half? Sandman68 says New Zealand have been a crapload better to watch than Spain, that's for sure. Everett Williams joining us here as well. G'day, mate. Welcome. Sandman says Pulisic was great first half versus Paraguay. He was very good. Yep. So I tell you what, that's a big talking point for this USA-Australia game, whether Christian Pulisic starts, because we know how good he is. And he was very good in that first half against Paraguay. So dangerous off that left-hand side. It'll be an interesting matchup if he does start. Jacob Italiano is the right wing back for Australia. Italiano is a great sort of... he's a well-rounded player. He's a good all-round right wing back, but he's not, in my opinion, he's not like a defensive specialist. So that might be an area to keep an eye on in the USA-Australia game. Pulisic on the left, Italiano defending him. I wonder if maybe Popovic will consider bringing in someone like Jason Guerrier or even Kai Truin to just play a man-marking role on Christian Pulisic if he is starting. Tan Lei says, I don't want this match to be another draw. Yeah, dude, it would be cool to see a win. And there's this game is huge for both teams. Because as we know, in this group, the other game was played earlier today. Belgium won, Egypt won. So whoever wins this game, top of the group. Steve says, I think since Australia won a game, they are in a good place right now. And I think they can beat USA. Yeah, I'm not... Australia's win against Turkey, was fantastic. And defenders, the clean sheet, huge. The clean sheet is like a massive achievement on its own. But I'm trying not to, as a Socceroos fan, I'm trying not to let myself get carried away thinking that, we'll be able to cruise past USA. The USA game is going to be incredibly difficult for Australia, and the Socceroos are going to have to be at the same level as they were against Turkey, if not better, if not even higher. Australia are going to have to be so disciplined and utilize a counter-attack. But I think Australia showed, USA aren't guaranteed for a win. I think USA, probably a lot of people, I don't know if you guys in the live chat, would consider USA to be favourites against Australia. Probably, right? I think it's fair to say that most people would be tipping USA over Australia. But I don't think it'll be a comfortable win for USA. It will not be a comfortable win. I'll tell you, USA scored four past Paraguay. I'd be very, 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 very surprised if USA scored 4 goals against Australia. I do not think that's happening. And that's not a biased take. You just look at Australia's defence against Turkey. Did not give them anything. Australia was so well organised against Turkey. Clean sheet against a top Turkey side. USA, it could well be a very low-scoring game. There could be just one goal in it between Australia and USA. I'm expecting USA to really dominate, to have a lot of possession, to have a lot of chances. It may well look a bit similar to the Turkey game in regards to just the overall general play. But yeah, we'll do a dedicated preview video that should be coming up tomorrow for the USA game. So yeah, dude, every day, big games in the World Cup. Every day. Let's talk about the stats from this game. It's 1-1 between Iran and New Zealand. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Welcome, wherever you're joining us from around the world. My name's Lockie. If this is your first time joining us, I'm broadcasting here from the east coast of Australia. It's just ticked past midday here in Australia. And it's a bit of a cold one today, actually. A bit of a chilly day. The sun is out, but it is a bit of a cold one here. So I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves and enjoying this game wherever you're tuning in from. The match stats, according to the broadcast, 42% possession New Zealand, 46 Iran, 12% in contest. Shots on goal, New Zealand 9 and 5 on target. How about that? For Iran, they've had 7 shots on goal and 2 on target. So there you go. New Zealand with more shots at goal in this game, man. I mean, not many people probably would have expected that. It's been a good performance from New Zealand. It really has. A whole bunch of comments coming in the live chat. Tan Lee, member of the channel, says, was Italiano a winger in his early years? Yes, I remember him coming through at Perth Glory in the A-League many years ago now, and I'd recall him being a winger. He's seemingly converted into more of a fullback, wingback in recent years. Tan Lee also says Australia defensive work in that game was near perfect with no yellow cards. Good point, yeah. Good point, Tan Lee. I didn't pick up on that. There wasn't any yellow cards for Australia, was there? Yeah. Sandman68 says Australia were okay, but nowhere near US's level. Yeah, I mean, completely different games. Hey, completely different games. USA were very much in control against Paraguay and really dominated on the scoreboard, obviously, as well. Whereas Australia had to do a lot of defending. So they're completely different games. But we'll see what happens on the football field later this week as the two teams meet. We've got Vedan joining from India. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Welcome to the channel. Awesome. We've had folks joining in from Toronto, from near Chicago, USA. With where else? Mexico, India now. It's great. Obviously, the World Cup is bringing everyone together, so it's awesome to see. Viable Solutions says, interesting that fact. Gary Lineker never got a yellow or red card in his career. There you go. There you go. MP Reaper in the live chat a moment ago says USA has to be just as good, if not better, to win against this Australia side. And a lot depends on Pulisic. They slowed down a lot after he came off, says Reaper in the live chat. Yeah, like it's not going to be as easy as that Paraguay game. Again, I think we're all a bit surprised as to how poor Paraguay were in that game against USA. think we're expecting Paraguay to be a bit more defensively resolute and a bit more stronger at this World Cup. Paraguay will be very disappointed with that 4-1 defeat. Don't write them off yet, Paraguay. They're going to really look to respond in the next game against Turkey. No way, 53-47 in the live chat. Welcome says, go New Zealand. Going great so far. Hold the lines. It's been a great performance, I think, from New Zealand. They've had 9 shots already, 5 on target. They've got the goal through Elijah Just. It's 1-1, and they'll be optimistic that they could maybe grab the winner, I reckon, in this game, New Zealand. They've been good. They've been good. So the second half in this World Cup group stage game, not too far away, folks. Really appreciate you joining us. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button to support the channel. You can also consider sending in a super chat, or you can join the memberships. We've just launched memberships here on the channel. This channel's been around for about 5 or so years now. We literally have just launched memberships a couple of days ago. So if you want to be part of an exclusive club here, supporting the channel, supporting the content that we are doing here, talking about football, you can consider jumping on the membership. You can jump on level 1 just to be a part of the club. Level 2 memberships get you access to members' exclusive live streams, extended matchday vlogs. We just put out an extended matchday vlog a couple of days ago on the channel. I was at the Matildas game the other day. Australia taking on Mexico. Women's International Friendly. I was down in Sydney for that one, so extended matchday vlog for that game is on the channel right now. So if you want to support the channel, you can feel free to jump on the memberships if you're interested. But I appreciate you guys just hanging out here. It's great to see so many folks joining us here in the live chat. Some regular names, some new names. So hope you guys are doing well, and I appreciate you hanging out. The second half is not too far away. Right now on the live chat, I would love to see some second half predictions from you guys. How are you feeling? What's your score predictions? Tan Lee, big question, Socceroos question here. Do you think Volpato will start over Metcalf, or will we keep the same team? I would keep the same team. I would keep the same team. Again, mainly because of that result. With that result, man, against Turkey. And with Metcalf was great, right? Metcalf was great. So, look, so good that we have Volpato as, another option going forward in attack. He didn't even come off the bench against Turkey. We didn't really need him. We were focused on doing defending, so it wasn't a game for Volpato to come on. I would keep Metcalf for sure, Tanley. I mean, he was great and scored that wonderful goal. I'm hoping that Australia can be in the situation where we can maybe rotate the lineup just a little bit in the final game against Paraguay. If we lose against USA, I mean, that's where it gets a bit worrying, and we want to make sure we still get a good result against Paraguay. But yeah, maybe against Paraguay, we'll see a bit more of a rotated lineup for Australia. But if I'm Tony Popovich, Socceroos head boss, I'm sticking with the same 11. Yeah. I mean, maybe, I don't know. The only question mark is maybe Italiano at right wing back, just because, especially if Pulisic is starting, I wonder if maybe Jason Guerra is an option, just because he's so good defensively. Jason Guerra. And Christian Pulisic is one of, obviously, USA's top attacking players on that left wing. So that's maybe only one position I'd toss up for with Australia. All right, we've got some predictions in the live chat. Mr. IPL in the live chat says New Zealand is going to win 2-1. Hey, I'd be stoked to see that. Even as an Aussie, I'd love to see New Zealand win. Check out the football jersey we're wearing today as well. Colo Colo. Colo Colo. Jump in the live chat now. What country is the club Colo Colo from? I'm sure many of you will know. Without cheating. What country is the football club Colo Colo from? That is your trivia right now for halftime as the teams return to the field of play. But yeah, I was gifted this lovely Colo Colo jersey, so we're wearing this one. Chile not involved in this World Cup tournament, but maybe they will return in the future, I'm sure. Oh, dude, I just gave away the answer to my own question. That's so funny, dude. That's so funny. I literally asked, I was like, what country is this club from? And then 30 seconds later, I'm like, Chile. Shout out to Miklo in the live chat who did say Chile first. So there we go. We've got some more predictions in live chat. Viable Solutions reckons Iran will win 3-1. Tan Lee, member here on the channel, says 2-1 New Zealand. We've got JG in the live chat says Chris Wood is going to win for New Zealand against Iran. If anyone's going to score next, keep an eye on Chris Wood, hey. Oh my goodness, I did not see that. Did you see the US women and versus Brazil women's team? 8 red cards, is that right? Dude. Viable Solutions in live chat also said, gotta say, how cool is this stadium? Most expensive stadium in the world. Is that true? I didn't know that. It looks like a tremendous stadium. This game being played in Los Angeles, California. And it's really tall. It looks like a really tall stadium. Like, you just look at the wall of seats and it just, like, goes so high. And the big screens are, like, right up there. I'm sure being in the stadium would be unreal. It would be a truly wonderful experience for these players, I'm sure, too. So, Iran are making a change here at halftime. They were good overall in the first half, Iran. Both teams were good. Did have some shaky moments, both teams. But great to see both teams get on the score sheet. Second half, about to get underway. Steve's predicting a 3-1 win for Iran from here. Okay, we got some mixed predictions in the live chat. Some calls for Iran, some calls for New Zealand. Second half in LA is almost underway. We're waiting, and now it's underway. There we go. Thanks for joining us here, folks. We've got our game clock ticking along down here. If you want to sync up, this is the game clock that's in time with the game that I'm watching. Of course, on YouTube, you might notice a slight delay here, but so feel free to pause the game that you're watching, and you can sync up with the game clock we've got down here. 1-1. Let's get some more goals. I am not a New Zealand fan. I am, even though we've had some people in the live chat asking if I am from New Zealand. The accents are similar. But as you can see by the green and gold behind us, Australia. And I can tell you right now, we will be live for Australia versus USA later this week. So join us for that live watch along. But right now here in this group stage game, it is 1-1 as we enter the second half. Iran have made a change, and New Zealand looks like they have kept the same starting 11. Maybe one little tactical tweak here for New Zealand. It looks like Sarpreet Singh has drifted out to the right wing. Callum McCowart seemingly taking up a central position. Alrighty. Ooh, interesting take here. Mr. Lohman in the live chat. Harrington at right back for Italiano. Ooh. Watching Lucas Harrington play for Brisbane Roar, and, seeing his work at Colorado Rapids this year as well, I can't recall seeing Harrington ever play at right back as Chris Wood's long-range shot goes wide. So it would be an interesting take. I don't know if he could play there, though. He's a specialist centre-back. So it could be worth looking at. Maybe. Vedan asks, which other live watch-alongs do you plan to do? Definitely the Australia-USA one. So keep an eye on that one later in the week. If you guys are interested in keeping up to date to our live streams here, you can subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Iran looking to drive forward through Taremi, who's been good in this game. And it's going to go out for a corner. So Iran with a set-piece opportunity early in this second half. Plenty of chances in that first half. Plenty of opportunities to score for both sides. Both teams getting on the score sheet. It was a pretty open first half overall. A little bit stop and start, but for the most part, a really exciting game to watch from a neutral point of view. 3 minutes into the second half, and Iran with a corner in swinging delivery. New Zealand have had to work really hard in defence. They've defended this set piece well. Michael Boxall's been very good at the back for the Kiwis as Iran still on the attack. Edge of the box. The shot is blocked. Well blocked as well by Marko Stamenic. Great tackle from Payne, says Tanley. Verdan says subscribed. Appreciate it, mate. Thanks for joining us. So, a defensive test here for New Zealand in the opening stages of the second half. Iran with a cross drifted in, but it sails out of play. So New Zealand survive a dangerous start to the second half. I mean, again, when it comes to, well, all sports, I guess, in general for Australia and New Zealand, it is always a fiercely contested rivalry. Australia did play New Zealand in a couple friendly matches last year. Australia claiming victory in those games. But funnily enough, when it comes to watching New Zealand, just from like a neutral point of view, I do sort of want to see New Zealand do all right, especially in a World Cup. Especially in a World Cup, I do want to see New Zealand go well in this tournament. They're a team who don't have too many star players. I mean, probably the star player is Chris Wood, wearing the captain's armband. He plays his football with Nottingham Forest in the English Premier League. And of course, I mean, I guess you could consider Tim Payne a star player now. 5.7 million followers for the Wellington Phoenix right back. Maybe not a Wellington Phoenix player for too much longer, according to reports in the media. There's some links with him and clubs from around the world. Viable solutions. That is a big question, and it's a hotly debated topic in Australian sport. Viable solutions asks in the live chat, what is the order of sports in Australia, mate? Aussie rules, rugby, then cricket. It's an interesting question, and it's not straightforward because there are millions of people in Australia who play football, football. The biggest sport probably is Australian rules football. Rugby league is extremely big as well. Australia is very interesting, where like in New South Wales and Queensland, in some of the states, rugby league is massive, and then for a lot of the other states, Aussie rules football is bigger than rugby league. Cricket's pretty big, but I don't know, man. Cricket's different. I mean, everyone sort of gets behind cricket when it's on during the summer in Australia, but I don't know. It feels like Aussie rules and rugby league, I would almost say, bigger than cricket. I don't know. Maybe some other Aussies can chime in on that conversation. So yeah, Aussie rules and rugby league are definitely up there. I think Aussie rules probably is number one. But football is really strong in Australia, man. I mean, if you saw some of the scenes, the videos on social media of celebrations in Fed Square in Melbourne, Tumbalong Park in Sydney, I think they showed like they revealed like the viewership numbers on watching Australia's game against Turkey. There was like millions of people in Australia watching the Turkey game. So there is a huge number of football supporters in Australia, and it has so much potential. And I mean, we've got a lot of new viewers joining us here today. Big part of this channel here, we've been making content here on YouTube for 5 years, is trying to promote football in Australia. It's the world game. I mean, look at the World Cup, the hype that's around this tournament, of course. It's massive. It's massive. So football has an enormous amount of potential in Australia. Mr. Loman says cricket's number one, but only for a short window. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Like when it's on, it's huge. But like, that's the thing. It's like cricket's like not in my mind for so much of the year. Yeah. Veden asks, which local football club do you support in Australia or in general? Central Coast Mariners. Central Coast Mariners are my boyhood club, and I've been supporting them till this day. I actually have a dedicated Mariners fan channel. If anyone's interested, it's called Coast Watch Football. Coast Watch Football, where I talk about Central Coast Mariners, my beloved A-League team. Steve asks, how many points do you expect them to get in this World Cup? New Zealand? That is a New Zealand flag, isn't it? It's not Australian. New Zealand. I'll tell you what, to get a result against Belgium is going to be a big ask for New Zealand. So it might be 0 points from the Belgium game, unfortunately. They should get at least a point from this game. They've done all right in this game. They could win this game, honestly. They've created some good chances. They're getting forward again here. New Zealand, let's stay with this play. Wood, just, great chance! It's a goal! Oh, how about that? The timing as Elijah Just regains the lead for New Zealand. Lovely goal by Elijah Just. And look at the celebrations. Oh my goodness. Well, we were just talking about how many points do you reckon New Zealand will get in this group stage? Will it be 1? Will it be 2? It may well be more because New Zealand lead. It's 2-1. Iran stunned. 65 rankings between these two teams. But it's New Zealand who lead. Great play. And again, it's that combination of Elijah Just and Chris Wood. Beautiful play by the two attackers. Just for Wood. Brilliant tee-up. We thought Chris Wood was going to be the star goal scorer for New Zealand today. Well, he's been the star assister. Providing the goals. Providing the opportunities for his teammates. And Elijah Just, who plays his club football in Scotland with Motherwell, has 2 goals at a World Cup. New Zealand lead. 2-1. Wow, what a moment. Incredible. Up the Kiwis, says Little Monkey 56. Wow. Up the Kiwis, indeed. What a moment for New Zealand. Scoring a second goal. Great goal it was too. Really nicely worked. Wow. Small Scoops, who's joining us in live chat, says, I ended up not going to this game because I thought it would end 0-0. Well, there you go. Well, we've had a lot of chances and now 3 goals. And there could be more on the way, folks. A lot of time remaining in this game. Iran on the attack, looking to equalise once more. Cross comes in, headed on target. Oh, great chance! Crocombe slaps it away. What an opportunity for Iran to instantly equalise. And Max Crocombe has flapped the ball away in desperation. Little Monkey 56 says, yo, I watched your stream for Australia, Turkey. Thanks for joining us once again, man. Appreciate that. We are here for our second live watch along of this tournament. We were live, of course, for that Australia-Turkey game. Very much enjoying celebrating those goals for Australia. Obviously, as you can see, we've got the Socceroos gear still up behind us. And I can tell you guys right now, we will be live for Australia versus USA in a few days' time. So join us for that one. Very highly anticipated contest. Tan Lee says this could be New Zealand's first ever World Cup win. They are not too far. Just over half an hour away from their first ever World Cup win. Thanks for highlighting that, Tan Lee. You're right, yeah. Going back to some of that discussion as well, we were talking about sport in Australia. Tan Lee mentioning that, New Zealand have a lot of players that have played in the A-League. Also saying that football in Australia is on the rise with the success of Socceroos and Matildas. That's right. Football is growing big time in Australia. And I tell you what, football will be growing big time in the beautiful country of New Zealand if New Zealand can secure 3 points here. I'm sure there's millions of fans in New Zealand right now. It's Tuesday afternoon in New Zealand as we speak. And I'm sure there's millions of fans, whether they're at work, whether they're at university, at school, wherever they are in New Zealand, watching this game glued to their screens because New Zealand lead. And here comes Elijah Just. He's on a hat-trick. Just losing the ball, though. Quite incredible. Elijah Just, what a game it has been. He's got 2 goals. He's on a hat-trick, man. So, Iran stunned. A lot of people expecting Iran to win this game here. They've got it in the box now, though. Taremi's been found. Here's Taremi for Iran. Just blocked. Still on, though, for Iran. Finn Sermon, that's great one-on-one defending. New Zealand have been quite solid today in defence. Those 2 centre-backs who play their football in the MLS, Finn Sermon, Michael Boxall, superb defending. As we enter the 60th minute of this match in Los Angeles. New Zealand 2, lead Iran 1. Incredible. Great to see so many folks joining us in the live chat as well. Tan Lee's here, Cozy Platypus, Little Monkey 56, MP Reaper, dropping a kiwi fruit emoji in the live chat. Tan Lee, member of the channel, says New Zealand is a fun team to watch. El Nini as well, just joining us in the live chat. Welcome. New Zealand, I'm very much enjoying watching New Zealand today with you guys. This has been a fun game to watch. If you want to support us here on the channel, you can consider sending in a super chat, joining the memberships, or you can just hit the like button. Appreciate you guys joining us here today, wherever you're tuning in from around the world. We've already had viewers mentioning that they're watching from all across the globe: Mexico, USA, India, Canada. We are broadcasting from the east coast of Australia here, where it's just past midday on Tuesday. And stoked that you guys are here for this live watch along, man. So an hour of football played in LA. Chris Wood, he's controlling the ball. Great chance, New Zealand. Singh. Sarpreet Singh's shot on target. Comfortable save for the goalkeeper. But again, this has been a great game from New Zealand, man. They've done so well to create chances. They've had a lot of chances. This is really impressive. I mean, with Iran expected to win this game, a lot of people may be expecting New Zealand to struggle to create chances. Let's check the stats. We've just ticked past the hour mark. New Zealand have got to be in the double digits now for shots at goal. Having a look at the stats from FOTMob, Iran have had 9 shots so far, just a 2 on target. New Zealand have had 12 shots, 7 on target. It's quite good. That's a lot better than probably a lot of people were expecting. Ranked 85th in the FIFA rankings. And they are leading right now in the World Cup in this group stage game. With 12 shots, 7 on target, a little bit more possession as well. Possession's been pretty even for most of the contest. But well done, New Zealand. This has been an ultra impressive performance. And the question is, can they maintain it for the next half an hour? Because Iran, I mean, for Iran here, their next 2 group stage games are going to be tough. Well, as they are for New Zealand, obviously, as well. The next 2 opponents for both these teams, Belgium and Egypt. Those 2 teams played out a 1-1 draw earlier today. So, I mean, that's quite incredible as well. If this result stays as it is, New Zealand will be top of the group. Who would have predicted it? No one. Not even the most optimistic Kiwi fan would have predicted this. Apologies for the terrible New Zealand accent there. Shout out to all our Kiwi viewers. We are barracking for New Zealand today. We love our New Zealand supporters. Some great comments in the live chat as well. Vedan, it's a good question, mate. Do you think Australia's defensive structure can handle Pulisic cutting inside from the wing? Yeah, that's a key. That's going to be a key area to watch for Australia. Pulisic, as the cross comes in. Oh, it's a goal! Iran equalise. Great header. It's 2-2. Wow, we are getting a well and truly exciting and high goal scoring contest here. Great cross. And New Zealand concede again. Iran scored. Viable Solution says, what a goal. Says, best goal in the World Cup so far. Well, it was a terrific cross and a well-placed header. What a goal. Steve loves it. Well, it was a long switch of play to the right. And the cross, well, that's a brilliant ball. It's a brilliant cross. And Boxall and Sermon, the defenders for New Zealand, who have been so good today, will be very disappointed that their header was centered to the back of the net. In between those two centre-backs. Dude, that is a fantastic goal. Fantastic header there by Iran to find the back of the net. In off the post. And Iran have equalised for the second time today. And as Steve highlights in the live chat, says this game is like Japan versus Netherlands. That game ended 2-2. I mean, this game probably has half an hour to go and it's 2-2 already. As Iran are making another substitution. 2-2. Well, New Zealand did so well to regain the lead through Elijah Just. But it's more changes here for Iran, and they've got themselves on the score sheet. And can they swing momentum their way? This has been such an unpredictable game. It's hard to predict which way this game is going to go. It's 2-2, and it feels like now anything can happen. Who will take the lead once more, if anyone? Will we see any goals for the rest of the game? What a match it has been so far. One of the games of the tournament already, I think. From a neutral point of view, this has been a thoroughly entertaining game of football to watch. Iran 2, New Zealand 2. And again, from a neutral point of view, the good news is we've still got a lot of football to come. A lot of football to come, hey. Viable Solutions says, crazy stat for you. In one of Iran's games, they have to fly over 1,000 miles on the day of the match and then fly back to Mexico after that game. Is that right? That would be exhausting indeed. That would indeed. Viable Solutions, thanks for joining us in the live stream today. As Iran, they're in the box again. Taremi, blocked shot. Taremi's been dangerous today. He's worked really hard leading the line for Iran, but New Zealand are doing a good job of just blocking his shot so far. And Iran have got a corner coming up. So, 2-2. This next, the next 25 minutes or so of this game is going to be very intense. You've got two teams competing. 3 points on the line. Not just 3 points, but top spot in this group on the line. Top spot in this group on the line. And of course, if you win at a World Cup, at this World Cup in particular, if you win, it gives you a good chance, a really, really good chance of getting through the knockout stage as the corner's punched away by Crocombe, who's gone down hurt here. Max Crocombe, the goalkeeper for New Zealand, who plays his club football with Millwall in England's second tier. Member of the channel, Tard Lee, says New Zealand yet to make any subs. Barbarousis might change the game. Good point, Tarnley. Yeah, I didn't realise that. New Zealand haven't made any subs. The Kiwis have, they do have some good options on the bench, some good young players, some experienced players as well. Well, actually, just as we are talking about that, New Zealand have made their first change. Callum McCowett, he's worked hard in attack, and Liberato Kakache as well, left back. Those two players have departed the field of play. Interesting change seeing Kakache come off. He's been all right, isn't he? At left back. Changes for New Zealand. Ryan Thomas on, Ben Old on. So, changes there for New Zealand. 2 changes. Ben Old expected to play that left back role. Ryan Thomas, we'll see where he shapes up. Probably in that number 10 role. On the bench as well for New Zealand. I mean, when you look at the attacking options, Barbarousis, experienced forward there for New Zealand, plays his club football, Western Sydney Wanderers. They've also got Ben Waine, Jesse Randall in attack, some good midfield options in Alex Rufer and Lockie Bayliss. There's also a number of defenders on the bench for New Zealand, but they may well be looking to some of those attackers for the remainder of this game. Hydration break. We are currently in the final hydration break of this game before we enter the next sort of final quarter, if you like, of this contest. Really appreciate you guys joining us for this live watch along. Our next one will be Australia, USA later this week. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Would love for you to join us for that one. And of course, I mean, when it comes to, just so you know, as you can see, we can see the Socceroos behind us for those who are new to the channel. When it comes to Australia playing, it's all about Australia. This is a neutral watch along right here. Even though I am, wanting New Zealand to win, our neighbours New Zealand, when it comes to Australia, you will see me jumping around if Australia do score. Okie dokie. What English side do you support? What English side do you support? Asks Viable Solutions. I'm always slightly scared to answer this question. I am a Spurs supporter because I know there's a lot of banter around Tottenham. So yeah, I am a Tottenham supporter. I will say I'm a casual Tottenham supporter though. I follow football in Australia much more closely, but my Premier League side is Tottenham Hotspur. And there's the laughing emojis from Viable Solutions. That's what I was expecting. Poor thing indeed, yeah. What A-League team do you go for? Asks Little Monkey. Central Coast Mariners. Central Coast Mariners, my boyhood club. I've been supporting them since they came into existence when I was a kid. Lifelong Central Coast Mariners fan. So they're my number one team. For anyone interested, I have a dedicated Central Coast Mariners fan channel. It's called Coast Watch Football. So if anyone's interested in checking that out, it's called Coast Watch Football, where I talk about Central Coast Mariners. Currently in the A-League's off season, so not too much content at the moment, but very much looking forward to hopefully a strong campaign next time around for the mighty Mariners. Okie dokie. GJ in the live chat says Iran is way higher ranked than New Zealand in the FIFA rankings. Iran ranked like 20th and New Zealand is ranked 60th. I think it's even 65 when I checked before. Says truly David versus Goliath, says GJ, yet people here talk like Iran is the underdog. I don't know. I feel like New Zealand are definitely underdogs in my eyes. Not by too much. Like those rankings, there's a huge gap between the two teams, but I don't think it's in reality it's that much of a gap in quality. I mean, New Zealand have shown it today, man. They've done really well to match Iran in this game. And regardless of what happens in the remaining 20 minutes here, as we are back underway from that hydration break, regardless of what happens, New Zealand are going to take a lot of confidence from this game. They've scored 2 goals already in this contest. Could have been more. They've had some great chances. They will back themselves, I think, to really compete with Egypt. I mean, the Belgium game is going to be a really tough game because we know how good Belgium are. I think they're expected to top this group. Having said that, Belgium were held to a 1-1 draw with Egypt today. So, yeah, man, I think New Zealand can take a lot of optimism, can be optimistic for the remainder of this group stage at least. That they can really compete with some tough opponents coming up for the remainder of the group stage. Iran attacking down the left. Cross comes in, away by Sermon. And New Zealand, well, a lot of their attacks in the second half have had to come through the counter-attack. That's another shot for New Zealand. For Iran is blocked by New Zealand in the box. Sustained attacking play. Stamenic tries to head it away and gets it to Just. Elijah Just, he scored 2 goals already today. Can New Zealand get away on the counter-attack? Elijah Just wins the free kick near the halfway line. Again, this has just been a thoroughly entertaining game to watch so far. Iron Duke asks, do you think Spurs deserve to stay up over Hammers? I mean, yes. In the end, yes. It was close, but West Ham struggled with some results at the end of the season there in the Premier League, so Spurs did enough to stay up in the end. Up the Kiwis, says Little Monkey. Go New Zealand, says JG. Mr. Loman says, love your commitment to the A-League, underrated and entertaining league. Wish more Aussie football fans would get behind it. It's got enormous potential, and there's bright days ahead for the A-League. I do believe it. We've been making videos here on the channel for the last 5 years talking about the A-Leagues. I am immensely passionate about the A-Leagues, and I will always stick by it. I will always stick by it. It's gone through some tough years. It's gone through some some questionable decisions, and of course, there's so much criticism of the A-Leagues, but there is enormous potential. Just to highlight, I mean, Australia defeated Turkey 2-0. We had a few players in the starting 11 who play in the A-League. Patrick Beach in goals, who had a fantastic game, plays his club football with Melbourne City in the A-League. Paul Okon-Angsler, who provided the assist for Australia's first goal, he plays his club football with Sydney FC. The A-Leagues is a good quality league, man. It's a good quality league, and there are really promising young players in the competition. And it's so much fun. I'm very passionate about the A-Leagues. So, yeah, when we're not talking about the Socceroos, when we're not talking about the World Cup, we are talking about the A-League. Of course, very long off-season for the A-League. The season doesn't really get underway till October, but here's Ben Old. Chance for New Zealand. Cleared away by Iran. Still on, though. Thomas, Old, Ben Old crosses. Bit too deep. That was a good little moment there for New Zealand. That was a good little moment. Grit says, do you think Jovanovic could crack the Prem? Dude, he's got the potential. He's got the potential. I do rate Luka Jovanovic. He's had a good season with the Reds, obviously. Fantastic season with the Reds. I wouldn't be surprised if he's playing his football overseas. And Adelaide United have produced so many top players who have gone on to play at a really good level. And you can see for the Socceroos now, Nestor Irankunda, Mo Toure. We've had the Socceroos have had many former Adelaide United players. So Jovanovic in the Prem one day? Why not, man? Why not? And another Adelaide United related question. Grit asks, how well do you think Satiri Phyllis will fill the hole left by Kiki Arnis? It's a good question, because Kiki Arnis was probably one of the best centre-backs in the competition last year, alongside Bart Vreens. It'll be interesting to see whether they do opt for like a young centre-back in Phyllis, or whether they maybe look to bring in some more experienced players. But, I mean, Adelaide seemingly are pretty keen to rely on some of their academy players to come in and feature heavily in the A-League side. So it could be someone like Phyllis to come in for Kikianis. We'll see what happens there. I trust Adelaide and their coaching staff to make the right decision. It's worked out for them this last season. They finished second in the A-League in the regular season, the Reds. Disappointing finish to the season for Adelaide United, losing 3-0 in that second leg semi-final against Auckland FC at home. Disappointing end to the campaign, but overall it was a good season for the Reds, and they will be in action soon. In a couple of months' time, they'll be playing a qualifying match for the Asian Champions League. They've got the opportunity to play in the Asian Champions League Elite this season, Adelaide United. So we'll see what happens there with the Reds. Tanley says, Irankunda to Villarreal. I did see something about that on social media. Hey, I mean, that'd be epic. Irankunda in the Spanish top flight. That'd be cool. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he is indeed linked to, a real top club, top club, like Villarreal. Change for New Zealand. Callan Elliott, who plays his club football with Auckland FC in the A-League, replacing Tim Payne. Fun fact, those two players play at rival clubs. Tim Payne of Wellington Phoenix, Callan Elliott of Auckland FC. Auckland FC have been dominating the New Zealand rivalry in the A-League since Auckland FC joined the competition a couple of years ago. It's a great question, Amir, in the live chat. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for the question. Which teams do you think will finish first and second in this group? I'm expecting Belgium to top it once again. I think Belgium will top it, even though they did draw today with Egypt. I think Belgium top it. I think Egypt finish second. And this is what I called in my prediction video. I did my World Cup predictions video here on the channel a couple of weeks ago. You can check it out if you want. I'm sticking with my prediction, and that is Belgium top, Egypt second. I'm going to say New Zealand third. And based off this performance today, New Zealand are capable of finishing third in this group. And Iran, unfortunately, fourth. Iran fourth, which would be a disappointment for Iran. So, yeah, I think... I mean, Egypt, Iran's that's going to be an interesting game. That'll be a tight one as well. It could be similar to this, actually. Egypt, Iran, that's going to be a huge game. But I think New Zealand are a chance to finish third. But I do think first and second will be Belgium, Egypt. I do think so. Carl's joining us in the live chat as well. G'day, Carl. Viable Solutions says New Zealand seems to be tiring. I mean, Iran are starting to get more and more chances. They really are. They really are starting to get some more opportunities. And they're making another substitution as we speak, Iran, to get some more fresh legs on the field. Taremi, the captain of this Iran side, is leaving the field of play to be substituted out here. Taremi's worked really hard today. He's been good. He's been a handful for the New Zealand centre-backs. And unable to get himself on the score sheet today, but New Zealand, they've defended him well. So, as we enter the final 10 minutes of regular time, is there one last winner on the way? Is there more drama? Is there more action? This is a huge game, as New Zealand win a free kick in the forward half. This is a huge, huge contest for both sides. If one of these teams goes on and wins this game here today, they will go top of the group, above Egypt, above Belgium. Huge, huge opportunity here for both teams. Final 10 minutes of regular time. Free kick drifted in. Headed away on the left. Thomas cuts back. Cross comes in. It's Sermon. Good delivery. Great chance. Oh, the goalkeeper missed it, but Iran will get it clear down the left. Still on with the throw-in, though. That was a good opportunity there for New Zealand. Dangerous cross. Michael, g'day Michael. Thanks for joining us here. Oh, excuse me, I misread that. Michelle, apologies, Michelle. Michelle says, we'll win this match. I mean, New Zealand, they've been so impressive. Carl's backing New Zealand for a 3-2 win as well. Tarnley says, can New Zealand turn up another gear to win this match? That's the question. That's the question. Can they lift? Because there has been solid chunks in this game where New Zealand have been a little bit quiet in attack, where Iran have looked a little bit better. But throughout this game, New Zealand have looked dangerous on the counter-attack. They've proved really strong going forward when they have had the opportunities. The question is there one more chance for them to get something happening going forward in attack? Well, there's a bit of a commotion happening here, folks. Iran are passionately complaining to the referee because by the body language, I think Iran suspects that Chris Wood has raised his elbow and made contact with the head of one of his opponents. Well, the replays, there's nothing in that for me. There's nothing in that. One of the Iran players ran into the back of Chris Wood. There's nothing in that, in my opinion, but little moment there in this game. Okie dokie. Cozy Platypus says there will be a lot of added time, 8 to 10 minutes. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. So, ball for Iran. This has genuinely been a really fun game to watch, honestly, from a neutral point of view. It feels like anything can happen in these final moments as New Zealand bring it forward down the left-hand side through Ryan Thomas, substitute for the Kiwis. Just can't break past the defence. Oh, good challenge, though, trying to win it back. Oh, he's giving away a free kick. It's a surprise call there. Ryan Thomas and one of the players for Iran coming face-to-face with each other there. There's a lot of... did look like a free kick in the end, actually. Foul there by Ryan Thomas. The competitive spirit has been really high in this game. I think both teams are very aware of what's on the line here. If they go on to win, they top this group for the time being. Massive crowd in attendance at Los Angeles in this fantastic stadium. It's a wonderful arena. Sarpreet Singh dispossessed. Iran, can they come forward? They've got a number of options, making good runs in attacking positions in the wide areas. Iran look to break past this New Zealand side who have had to do a lot of defending in this game, and they've defended pretty well for the most part. I say for the most part because they have conceded a couple goals, and New Zealand, they have got to do some defending here because Iran are in the box. Shot from range now is wide. Wow. These are really big moments now, folks. Who will step up with a moment of quality? Tan Lee saying that was a clear dive a moment ago. Vedant saying waiting for a 90th minute banger. Will we get it? Hopefully. I'd love to see what scenes it would be if we did get a late winner from one of these sides. Two. A goal either side of halftime for both of these sides. At halftime it was 1-1, and now it stands at 2-2. And to be fair, it probably sums up the game pretty well. I think this scoreline is a fair reflection of how this game has panned out. It's been pretty even. It's been pretty even. Great chances for both sides. It legitimately could be a lot more. It could be 4-4, honestly. Nice run. Iran are way down the left. Really good work. Cross is deflected and cleared away by Finn Sermon, who's had to work so hard in defence today. Iran striving forward. They look, I tell you what, if one team looks more eager to get the winner here, it's Iran. They're committing more numbers forward. They're looking a little bit more dangerous to finish this game. Space on the edge of the box. Calling shots. Oh, saved. Good save. Great save. To be fair, it was straight at Max Crocombe. He had to pluck it out of the air. But it was a good effort. It was worth a go. It was worth a shot. There has certainly been a few stoppages in this second half. This is interesting. Shot stats have been shown on the broadcast. 16 attempts at goal for Iran, just the 4 on target. New Zealand with those 12 shots at goal, 7 on target. So Iran have now overtaken New Zealand on the shot stats. That was different. That was different earlier. As you can see, Iran in the second half have created more chances. New Zealand, well, they've got 2 goals, but the chances have dried up in recent moments for New Zealand. Not too long to go. Appreciate you guys joining us for this live watch along, wherever you're tuning in from around the world. Final game of this match day. This match day, what is it, 5? Match day 5 now in the World Cup. We had 3 draws earlier today. Are we destined for draw number 4? Spain, Cape Verde, 0-0. Belgium, Egypt, 1-1. Saudi Arabia, Uruguay, 1-1. 89th minute, it's 2-2 between Iran and New Zealand. As Tan Lei says, New Zealand look tired. New Zealand perhaps just looking to secure a point here. Cross comes in the corner to the shot. Oh, good chance. Cross comes in again. New Zealand desperate in defense. Still Iran have the ball. Finally, a decent clearance. New Zealand, can they get away on the counter? Can they get away? Oh, that's got to be a yellow. It's a yellow. It's a free kick for Iran, and they were almost clear away there, New Zealand. The crucial challenge, and it's a yellow card. This has been a really gutsy performance from New Zealand. A lot of people expecting Iran to win this game today. Late yellow card goes the way of Iran. And New Zealand, well, this is interesting. I mean, the free kick's just in their own half. It's near that halfway line. But they've sent everyone forward here. Well, not everyone, but they've sent a lot of players forward. A little collision in the build-up. Still on, though, for New Zealand. They've got the throw in a good position. New Zealand have never won a game at a World Cup. They have never found the back... they've obviously found the back of the net at the World Cup before. They have never found victory at a World Cup. Watchalong throw. Well defended by Iran. Able to get it clear pretty comfortably. Now they will go on the counter-attack. A bit of shirt tugging going on there. No free kick awarded. Perhaps a bit of controversy there. We've got 5 minutes added on. That's probably less than I would have expected to see. I thought we could have seen more. We've had a few stoppages in this half. Only 5 minutes is surprising. So it's 2-2. Join us for our next live watch along. Australia, USA. It's taking place later this week. New Zealand go long. Singh has to work it backwards. New Zealand getting some numbers forward. Joe Bell wins the throw. New Zealand with another late attack here. Another late opportunity. Can they find Chris Wood? Can they find him? New Zealand are going to make a late change here. Sarpreet Singh off. Jesse Randall on. Jesse Randall coming off a top season in the A-League with Auckland FC. Next season, he'll be playing his club football at Dundee United in Scotland. It's another change as well. Marko Stamenic off. Tyler Bindon on. So the substitutions have been made. New Zealand have a long throw. Elliott to lob it in. In injury time. Elliott swings it in. Bouncing around in the box. And Iran clear. Nervy moments. Nervy moments. New Zealand ending this game brightly. Bindon brings it down. Cross comes in by Old. Towards Wood. Wood! Oh! On target. But it's plucked out of the Los Angeles air by the goalkeeper. Wow. Was that the chance for New Zealand? Was that their opportunity to find a late winner? 5 minutes total added on. Not long to go. There could be just one more moment in it. Both teams, this has been an exceptional game. Both teams have worked so hard. Both teams have shown great promise and expect both of these teams to be really competitive in the next couple of games. Belgium and Egypt on the way. Doesn't get any easier, folks. Down the left side, Iran. Can they manufacture one more move forward? Less than 2 minutes now remaining. 5 minutes total added on. So we're into the final 2 minutes of this match. Down the left-hand side, Iran. That's a great challenge. It's a great tackle by Callan Elliott. He's seen it out of play. He's blocked the cross. But it's resulted in a corner for Iran. Gutsy display here from New Zealand. Appreciate you guys joining us for this live watch along. We are in the dying stages of this game. About to enter the final minute. Corner, Iran. Delivery's deep. Header's good. Oh, what a chance. Away by Thomas. What a chance. New Zealand spring clear. Oh my goodness, what an opportunity. Almost a late winner for Iran. Free kick Iran near the halfway line. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, wow. This has been a genuinely enjoyable watch from a neutral point of view. Join us for our next live watch along, Australia, USA. This is it now, man. Final 30 seconds. This is it. New Zealand are defending. Have they got 5 players at the back? They do. So New Zealand are seemingly happy to hold on to a point here with bringing Tyler Bindon on. So Iran will get forward with 10 seconds to go. Bindon with a good interception. And he wins a free kick. And that may well see us through to the whistle. What a game. Steve says this will be the third group where every team has 1 point. Dude, there you go. There it is. It's done. Full time. Iran 2, New Zealand 2. It's 1 point for each team. And in this group, every team is level. 1 point each. Incredible. What a game, man. Wow, dude, that had everything. Plenty of goals. 2 goals in each half. 2 goals for each team. What did you guys make of that? Oh my goodness, all 4 draws. That's right. As Tarnley says in the live chat. It's quite incredible, isn't it? So today, Spain, Cape Verde, 0-0. One of the big shocks of this World Cup so far. Belgium, Egypt, 1-1. Those are the 2 other teams in this group. We also saw a 1-1 draw between Saudi Arabia and Uruguay. And now to finish off this match day, it is a 2-2 draw between Iran and New Zealand. Well, I'll tell you what, New Zealand, I think they showed a lot of promise. Iran expected to win this game, but credit to New Zealand, they did well in the end. They fought really hard. They took the lead early on through Elijah Just. And it was incredible. I mean, Chris Wood and Elijah Just combining for both goals for New Zealand. Those 2 guys were superb in the end. Defensively, New Zealand were good overall. Did concede those 2 goals. Steve says this World Cup is something. It really is, man. It's showing up with some surprise results. And we are set, there's... Again, who was it? Tarnley mentions all 4 draws. Who was it that said? Yeah, Steve it was that said this will be the 3rd group where every team has 1 point. So it's so even across this World Cup. There is still so much to play for. It's so difficult to predict as well, right? There's been so many surprise results. So difficult to call the way a lot of these games will go. But here today in Los Angeles, it's Iran 2, New Zealand 2. But again, I think New Zealand have to be optimistic that they can really compete in their next 2 group stage games. It's not going to be easy. Egypt, Belgium, it's going to be tough. It is going to be tough for New Zealand. But I was very impressed with them today. They were better than I thought they were going to be. Not that I was writing them off or anything, but I thought that maybe they were really going to be pinned back a lot in this game, but they had a lot of opportunities. Let's check out some of the match stats from FOTMob, because so many opportunities for both teams. So many great opportunities for both teams. Iran entered the game with 17 shots at goal, 4 of those on target. New Zealand 14 at goal, 8 on target. So accuracy was a lot better there for New Zealand. 8 on target. How about that? Possession was very even in the end. New Zealand actually ending up with 52% possession there. So you look at those stats, man, and it's very even. And looking at, from where the shots were taken, a fair number of those shots, like almost half of Iran's shots, were from outside the penalty box. So that sort of shows you that New Zealand, for the most part, were actually defending quite well today. I thought they were actually pretty solid. Michael Boxall, Finn Sermon, pretty solid at the back. Yeah. Tarnley says there's big games tomorrow. Venen, not planning to do England, Croatia, but we'll certainly have more watch-alongs throughout the tournament. Steve highlights in the live chat as well. The next game's New Zealand versus Egypt, Iran versus Belgium. Big games tomorrow, as Tarnley said. Yeah, let's look ahead to those games tomorrow. Let's remind ourselves of tomorrow's games, because every day in this World Cup is absolutely huge. So tomorrow will be match day 6, and it kicks off with France-Senegal. What a game to get us underway. Following that, Iraq will play Norway, and then Argentina, the reigning world champions. Argentina will play Algeria, and the final game tomorrow, Austria play Jordan. So we've still got, how many teams is that? We've still got 16 teams who we are yet to see at this World Cup tournament. 16 teams playing over the next couple days, and then that'll be the end of match day 1 already after the first week. Wow, dude. And then we're into match day 2. There's so much intrigue all across this tournament, isn't there? So yeah, we're definitely going to be live for USA, Australia. That's on Friday if you're in North America, South America. That'll be an early kickoff on Saturday morning on the east coast of Australia here. So we will be live for that one. So if you want to join us for that one later in the week, you can do so. Great comments in the live chat here. We've got Uchenjeri says that was such an entertaining match. New Zealand look a lot more positive in attack than the last time they played in a World Cup. Yeah, they were very good. They really impressed me there. The 2 goals they scored were really great goals too. New Zealand really well worked goals, and I think they showed that they're gonna prove a bit of a handful. I think for both Belgium and Egypt, they would have loved to have gotten a result here, a win here. Both these teams. Tarnley says New Zealand unbeaten in their last 4 World Cup games. True. Very, very true. And as Tarnley highlights as well, AFC yet to lose a game. It's quite incredible, isn't it? It really is quite incredible. Bowen asks, Lockie, who are your World Cup winners? France. Yeah, I think France are going to win. I'm very curious to see how France go tomorrow against Senegal in their first game of this World Cup. France, I think, will win. Yeah. If you want to check out my full World Cup predictions, I did a video here on the channel a couple of weeks ago, so you can check out my dedicated World Cup predictions where I went all the way to the final. So you can see who I reckon will be there to play France in the end. But again, I was really impressed with New Zealand today. I think they showed a lot of promise, created a lot of opportunities. 8 shots on target is very, very good. And Elijah Just, fantastic. Vedant, thanks very much, mate. Says we'll join for the Australia-USA watch-along for sure. Love your commentary. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that, and really glad that you discovered the channel and joined us here today. So appreciate that, man. MP Reaper says, thanks for the stream, bro. We'll be happy to watch more games. May the best soccer nation win on Friday. That's true. I mean, funnily enough, in Australia, I think the trend has shifted a bit. Most people I know, most people I talk with refer to it as football in Australia. So I think in Australia, I don't know about USA, but in Australia, it's certainly shifting. I think a lot of people are now calling it football compared to soccer. Yeah. Very, very much looking forward to that game. Alien Dude's comment, do you support any European club? My team in the English Premier League I do follow is Tottenham Hotspur. Tarnley says the pressure is on Iraq and Jordan tomorrow, yet to maintain this form for the AFC sides, right? Yeah. So the AFC sides. So the results for Asian sides in this competition so far. South Korea defeating Czechia 2-1. All these teams undefeated, man. Qatar 1-1 with Switzerland. We had Japan 2-2 with Netherlands. Where else? And today, Saudi Arabia 1-1 with Uruguay. And now, Iran 2-2 with New Zealand. The AFC teams are undefeated at this World Cup. And tomorrow, we'll see how Iraq and Jordan fare. And then Uzbekistan in a couple of days' time as well. So 3 more teams from Asia to feature, of course, Australia. Also playing the Asian Confederation, Australia defeating Turkey 2-0 the other day. So well done to the AFC teams. Fantastic. It's football indeed, mate. It's football indeed. So, really appreciate you guys joining us for this live stream today. It's great to see so many regular faces, but new faces joining us as well here. You can subscribe to the channel so don't miss our live watch-alongs. This has been a very enjoyable live watch-along today. Overall, a very evenly contested game between New Zealand and Iran here today at the World Cup. So really enjoyed it, and hope you guys enjoyed it too. Hope you enjoyed the stream. You can also consider jumping on the memberships for members-only live streams coming up. We've also got extended matchday vlogs, members-only videos, a whole bunch of stuff coming up. We just launched memberships literally just a couple of days ago. So if you want to sort of be a part of the exclusive club of some of the first few members on the channel, you can consider jumping on to support the channel here to help out with the content that we're doing here on the channel. So this has been a very entertaining game that we have watched here between Iran and New Zealand. Big couple days coming up in the World Cup with still a few more groups to play their games. Well, next live stream will certainly be USA, Australia in a few days' time. So join us for that one. Yeah, man, there's still going to be a bunch of World Cup content on this channel on the way. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. But this has genuinely been a really, really enjoyable game to watch. So hope you guys have been enjoying this World Cup so far. It's obviously been a whole lot of fun up to this point, and I'm really glad to have you guys joining us here for these live watch-alongs. So whether you've joined us for the first time here on the channel or whether you've been a long-time viewer of the channel, really appreciate you joining us. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or night. I mean, I have to say that because, I mean, we've been broadcasting here from the east coast of Australia where it's almost 1:15 in the afternoon. We've had some folks joining us from Canada, from USA, from Mexico, from India, from Europe, all across Europe. It's been really cool to see. So hope you enjoy your day, your night. We've got Vedan who says, good night, everyone. So I hope you guys all stay well. And I hope you enjoy the World Cup games. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.